This is the BBC Home Service. Here is the 9 o'clock news. His Royal Highness the Duke of Windsor died at his home in Paris at 2:25 this morning. His body is being flown by Royal Air Force plane to England for burial. The Duchess of Windsor will leave Paris on Friday to attend the service. The Duke's body will be taken to London today and will lie in state at Windsor Castle. The Duchess will leave Paris for London on Friday. Representatives of the French government will attend the funeral service, which will take place in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. And so the saga of the man who once ruled England as King Edward VIII comes to an end.
Come here. Come here. Silly dog.
If any man can show just cause why Ernest Simpson and Wallace Warfield Spencer may not lawfully be joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace. Then by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Mrs. Ernest Aldrich Simpson. The second Mrs. Simpson.
Now, I won't mention your first if you won't mention mine.
Agreed. I love you, Mr. Simpson.
Right out in the open for the whole of London to see?
That's right.
You're a brazen hussy.
Shameless.
What's going on, Hughes?
Must be one of the royal family, sir. They're always driving around London, snarling up the traffic. Prince of Wales is the worst culprit, far and away. That's who it is, madam. The Prince of Wales.
Ernest,
Yes?
I wonder what my old debutante chums in Balmer would say if they knew that Bessie Wallace Warfield just stood 10 feet from the future King of England.
Hello, Mary.
Sorry, excuse me.
This is Mrs. Simpson.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Mom.
Now, come on, let's go through it. Now, stop squirming. You know, it's considered bad luck for the groom to drop the bride on her head.
Bad luck for you if you do. I love this table.
Now, I've engaged a cook, a housemaid, a butler called Robert,
And an excellent Scottish parlour maid called Mary, whom you've just met.
Well, what do you think? Is it not a home of fair proportion and aspect pleasing to my lady?
Well?
Oh, darling.
I adore it. It's charming and so beautiful. It'll be perfect for parties.
No, I hope we can have a quiet evening at home now and again. I'm not much of a playboy, you know.
Now, don't you worry. I'm a little old recluse at heart.
Oh, Wallace, you throw the most original parties. Well, they have so much vitality, no one ever wants to leave. Isn't that so, Maud?
That's right. My sister-in-law's getting quite a reputation.
I am? What for?
Why, for superb food, of course.
Now, I'll wager not all the credit goes to the cook. Is that right, Wallace?
Well, the idea that you can leave everything to the chef is a dangerous illusion, Benny. Leave it to the kitchen staff, and everything comes out the same color.
Connie, how's your sister these days? I haven't seen Thelma since she and the prince came back from Nairobi. I say something wrong?
That's all right, darling. Just finish your porridge like a good boy. Poor Mike. He's such a dear. But he does put his foot in it sometimes.
Tonight it was both feet. You've never met my sister Thelma, have you?
Well, we've exchanged nods at one or two parties, that's all. She's quite beautiful.
Well, I guess it's no secret that Thelma is the prince's current lady.
How long have they been together?
Long enough. The prince and Lady Finesse. Quite the subject for gossip over the bridge tables. Oh, well. Her husband doesn't mind. But let's face it, Marmaduke is such a clod.
No, I don't agree. I've always liked the British. Well, that's good, but I don't think my American mother would agree with you. She always called them a clever, domineering people.
I find it amazing that the English have such a voracious appetite for gossip about the royal family.
Darling, it's no different from the way we Americans idolize our film stars now, is it?
No, I suppose you're right.
My darlings, it's not the same at all. You can't compare them to actors. The royal family is the pivot of England. The people pay homage to them as a symbol of their country and what it should be. No matter what messes the politicians get into, the royals stay above it all. There's a sort of mystique about them. That's what fascinates.
The most fascinating being the Prince of Wales.
It's natural, isn't it? He happens to be the most desired bachelor in the world.
Yes. And my little sister has him in the palm of her hand. Fancy that. But for how long, nobody knows.
Wallace, my dear.
What?
Quite splendid, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
Come on in. I have some people who are dying to meet you.
And how are you getting on in England, Mrs. Simpson?
It does take a little getting used to, the customs and all.
Oh, it's not just the customs, it's the language. There's mints for hamburgers and braces for suspenders and suspenders for garters. And the way that everyone calls everyone darling. Hello, darling. How are you, darling? Bye, darling. Everybody's darling. It doesn't mean what it's supposed to. Really?
Hello, darling.
Now that's what it really means.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm afraid I didn't make a very good impression on Maud's little circle of friends. I don't fit in very well with some of those blue bloods. Is something wrong? What is it? What's this?
It's from your Aunt Bessie. I think you'll have to go to Washington immediately. Your mother's seriously ill.
Aunt Bessie.
Oh, it's good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you. Come in, dear. Come in. I'm sorry Ernest couldn't come. Your mother was looking forward to that.
He couldn't leave his business now.
Oh, I know. The sight is gone from one eye. It was a thrombosis, the doctor said. But her spirit is high. Oh, Bessie Wallace, I'm so glad you're here. Bessie Wallace? What'd they say to bring you here? Come to see me die?
Mother, for heaven's sakes. An awful thing to say, of course not. And I haven't used Bessie in my name for years.
I know. Your Aunt Bessie doesn't like that.
Cow's the name Bessie.
That a brown dress you have on?
Yeah, it is.
I thought so. Why'd you choose such a boring color?
Oh, Mother, you certainly haven't changed.
Oh, why should I change? We've always seemed like sisters, haven't we?
Yes.
Are you and Ernest happy with each other?
Yes, we are.
I like Ernest, but there's something a little unreal about him.
Oh, that's not fair. He's so fine and solid. Stable. That's it, safe.
Sounds real passionate.
Mother, he and I have been through marriage before, and I don't think I could ever love anyone again as I loved Wynne. He was so dashing and daring.
And drunk.
Yes, unfortunately.
I've always believed that men who physically abuse their wives should be drawn and quartered. All you could see was that aviator's uniform. Love is blind and deaf because I warned you.
Stop it.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, Bessie Wallace. You ever feel alone?
Sometimes. But never for long.
Don't be scared of the feeling. I've had it. Many, many times. That feeling of loneliness serves a useful function. It educates us to think.
Thank you. Keep the change.
Wallace, darling.
Connie.
Oh. Considering what you've been through, you look wonderful, darling. I was so sorry to hear about your mother.
Well, it was all a bit trying.
Family problems always are, darling.
Don't forget I'm a Morgan girl. I know of what I speak.
Come on, let's have some tea and I'll tell you all the gossip. I have a big favor to ask you, both you and Ernest.
Of course, Connie. What is it?
Well, my sister Thelma and the Prince are having a few friends down for a weekend hunt at her country house in Leicestershire. Now, Benny and I were to go as chaperones, but
Chaperones? For a group of adults?
Well, of course, darling. Usually somebody fairly deaf and totally blind. But sometimes they make do with us. Anyway, Benny's mother is ill in Paris, and I promised him I'd handle it. He is snowed under at the embassy. I have to go. You understand.
Of course, I'll help you any way I can.
Oh, thanks, darling. I want you and Ernest to take my place for the weekend. Benny will still go for the one night. He'll take you down on the train, have Thelma's car pick you up from the station, and he'll be on hand to counsel you about, well, you know, things.
Oh, well, Connie, really, why, I haven't even met Thelma. I wouldn't know what...
She's my sister. What's to know?
But Ernest and I wouldn't know anyone there except Benny. And we don't hunt. I loathe the idea of hunting for sport. I think it's criminal. And what in God's name will I say to the prince? Besides, I don't even know how to courtesy.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, sir.
Are you, Merton? How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. If you'll just follow me. Lady Furness rang up to say that His Royal Highness and she have been delayed, but would be here as soon as possible. She asked that you make yourself comfortable here in the hall lounge until their arrival. As you see, I have had tea laid here before the fire.
Good. That'll give me time to practice my courtesy.
Well, another exciting weekend party in the country is launched. If you'll both excuse me, I think I'll go up and look for my room. I missed my midday siesta, and this feverish pace is proving almost more than I can bear. See you when the prince arrives, if he ever does.
Isn't it odd? When I was 18 years old, I had this girlfriend named Virginia Page. And we kept a joint diary full of entries about the Prince of Wales. Well, he was the hero of every American girl. He was the world's Prince Charming. I even named my guinea pig after him.
Be sure to tell him that.
I remember pasting his picture inside the diary cover and looking at it all the time. Oh, hey, and there was this little poem that Virginia and I both knew by heart. Among our ancient mountains and from our lovely vales, oh, let the prayer re-echo. God bless the Prince of Wales. I wish Jenny could see me now. She'd be so jealous that I'm about to meet him.
Which remains to be seen.
I suppose they'll put on a big spectacle in London. I spent all day yesterday worrying about what I was going to wear. And then I thought, what difference is it going to make? I'm going to my husband's funeral.
He'd still have wanted you to look chic. He always did.
Yes, David was always meticulous about dress. When the Queen visited him 2 weeks ago, after how many years of virtually never seeing him, sick as he was, do you think he'd receive her in his nightgown and his robe? She was his queen, and everything had to be just so. They broke his heart, Martha.
He loved you for almost 40 years, Wallace. He couldn't have done that with a broken heart.
I suppose I'm being spiteful, but she represented England. And all I could remember was how much that country hated me for taking away their king. Here. Did you ever see this?
No.
He gave it to me just before the abdication. My friend with thee, to live alone. Methinks 'twere better than to own a crown, a scepter, and a throne. That adorable face, those eyes. Darling, he said. And then he died in my arms.
Oh, Wallace.
Have you practiced your curtsies yet? You're gonna need them where we're going.
How do you do, Mrs. Simpson?
Good evening, sir.
Sir, may I present Mr. Simpson?
Simpson, how do you do?
Your Royal Highness, happy to meet you, sir.
Most awfully sorry to keep you so late. Terrible fog coming out of London. Probably the worst I've ever encountered. Traffic was being conducted by flares.
Well, now, I'm gonna call you Wallace and Ernest because Connie does, and I never let my big sister get the best of me.
Of course. And what shall we call you?
You may call me Lady Furness. Call me Thelma. Now tell me, were you dreadfully bored waiting for us? Where's Benny?
Benny, I believe, is in a horizontal position upstairs.
Well, I think I may do the same before dressing for dinner.
Oh, but sir, I've ordered some tea first. Wouldn't you like some hot tea after that chilling fog?
All right, maybe so. What about you, Mrs. Simpson? Do you like tea? A lot of Americans don't.
Oh, I adore it. And so does Ernest.
Oh, rather.
Good, good.
Ernest feels that Americans lost something very good and quite irreplaceable when they decided to dispense with British monarchy.
Oh, I agree. And all of Britain would agree too. But Americans have something else, something new and enviable. I don't quite know how to define it. It's probably ambition, certainly originality. Mrs. Simpson, are you hunting tomorrow?
No. I really have no interest in horses or hounds. Or hunting for sport, for that matter.
Really?
No, sir. I'm afraid my sympathy is entirely with the fox.
I see. Well, I was bred to it. Part of what we call princing.
Princing?
Yes. You know, making speeches, playing polo, reviewing troops, hunting. Years ago, on one of my father's shoots, his party killed 4,000 pheasant. The only word for it was carnage.
4,000?
As we forgive them done to us, the lamb, the linnet, and the hare, forgive us all our trespasses.
Little creatures everywhere.
Mrs. Simpson, you have such sensitivity. I'm not sure I possess that quality. Tradition dies hard.
He's a good-looking man, isn't he?
Yes, isn't he? Hadn't you better get dressed?
Oh, yes. Well, I'll be ready in a jiffy, and then maybe we could take a walk.
Terrible death. Awful. This horse you could manage at the time.
Maybe we can clear some more log.
I'll be back at the stable if you should want me.
Best place for you, Trevor.
Yes, sir.
Why? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mrs. Simpson.
It's such a beautiful day out, I thought I'd take a walk.
Well, don't go too far. Looks like rain.
Oh, I hope so. I love to walk in the rain.
In that case, you're different from any woman I know. Doesn't your husband like to walk?
Sometimes. Well, I'll see you later, sir.
Mrs. Simpson,
Yes, sir?
would you mind if I were to accompany you? I like to walk in the rain, too.
I'd be honored. Thank you. And the cat brushed my legs, and up I went. Table, cards, chits, everything, all over the floor. And nobody believed me.
I like to hear you laugh.
Oh.
I don't hear enough laughter. When I walk into a room, everybody's so dour and sober-suited.
Maybe they're awed by royalty. I am, in a way. I'm awed by you. I get very sedate.
No, you don't. You seem to make no adjustment at all.
Oh, before you arrived last night, I was tap dancing on the piano.
You see, you make me laugh, too. Why don't you and your husband come down to Fort Belvedere one weekend soon?
Fort Belvedere.
My place near Windsor Great Park in Sunningdale. Built in the early 1700s. Not old as castles go, and not at all grand. Sort of architectural hodgepodge, really. But I love it. Sometimes when I'm there, I never want to leave it ever. It's the most important place in the world to me.
Then it's important to me, too.
Aren't you cold?
No, I feel swell.
Charming word, swell.
Uh-oh, one of my rustic Americanisms I've been told to get rid of.
Well, don't. Here.
No, really, I feel fine.
There. However did you get the name Wallace?
Well, that is a very long and boring story, sir.
I don't think that's altogether true. Nothing about you is boring. Wallace.
Wallace? Wallace?
Yes?
We're about to land at Heathrow. Courage.
Duchess of Windsor has just landed here at Heathrow Airport from Paris, and she'll shortly be leaving the plane. She'll be staying at Buckingham Palace by invitation of the Queen, thus ending almost 4 decades of virtual ostracism by the royal family. It was in 1936 that King Edward VIII abdicated to marry American divorcee Mrs. Wallis Warfield Simpson. And since that time, the couple have made their homes beyond these shores. Here she comes now, the Duchess of Windsor, 75 years old, a little frail, coming slowly down the stairway. And waiting for her at the foot of the stairs, the Queen's representative, waiting to welcome her to England on this saddest of occasions. Now, as her car begins to move slowly away on its journey to London, to Buckingham Palace, where the Queen is waiting to greet her uncle's widow, the Duchess of Windsor.
You would have thought some other member of the royal family would have met you at the airport.
I'm sure they're very busy.
Not one member of the royal family is close to my little man. And when I'm away, darling, well, he doesn't know what to do with himself.
Oh, Thelma, you sure you have to go? Such an awful time of the year to cross the Atlantic.
What can I do? My sister Gloria needs me. It's that ridiculous custody suit for the child. It's a veritable tug of war. We Wilkins and Vanderbilts have got to stick together. I've got to go, and that's all there is to it.
Oh, Thelma, the little man is going to be so lonely.
Will you look after him for me? You and Ernest will be going to the drafty old fort this weekend, won't you?
Yes, and then we've been invited to a dinner party at the Dorchester the following week.
Right, well, you take care of him and see he doesn't get into any mischief. If you know what I mean. You're the only one I can trust.
For the backgammon table.
It looks so complicated.
All this helps me to forget my problems.
I read about one of them this afternoon.
Really? Which one?
The hunger marches, trudging their way across the country to London. I respect social protest like that. I think it's courageous. I admire your efforts to help them.
Wallace, I wish you could have been with me in Yorkshire. I cannot begin to describe my feelings to you. unemployed men in towns and villages all over. They're my people. And they're hungry. Their children are hungry too. Dear God, it's so frustrating.
Your bid, Ernest. No bid.
I'm the official salesman for the British Empire. I've been to 45 countries and colonies, and I've traveled over 150,000 miles. I've planted enough memorial trees to start a forest and laid enough cornerstones to encircle London. And I think I'm boring you.
Nothing about you was boring either, David.
You're so different from all the others. You're the first woman to take an interest in my job. Good evening. Would you be kind enough to inform Mr. and Mrs. Simpson that the Prince of Wales just happened to be driving by and, well, I wondered if they might receive him.
Dear Aunt Bessie, in spite of Thelma's absence, the Prince appears happier than we've ever seen him. He unexpectedly appeared at our door one evening and stayed for dinner. This was the beginning of many such potluck dinners. We never know when he's coming or how long he'll stay. Sometimes it's twice in a fortnight, other times twice a week, and he remains all evening, often until the wee hours. Ernest has developed the art of tactfully excusing himself and retiring to his room with his business accounts. I guess I amuse the Prince while Thelma's away, but I confess, Aunt Bessie, I find him fascinating. It's as if a door has opened on the inner strongholds of his character. I sense in him something that no one around him is aware of. A deep isolation, a spiritual loneliness.
Without a love of my own, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked the moon I turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Wallace, these times with you have become so important to me. All I think about is the next time that we shall be together. God help me, I love you.
Among our ancient mountains, and from our lovely vales, oh, let the prayer re-echo. God bless the Prince of Wales. Thelma, darling, when did you get back?
I'm so upset. It's my little man. Everything was fine when I left. But naturally, he didn't want me to go, but he knew I had to. He sent me the usual coded cables to conceal the naughty things he had to say. That is, at first he did. But then he stopped doing that. I didn't think anything about it. He was busy at the fort and up in Yorkshire with all that unemployment business. But then, just before I sailed from New York, I met Prince Ali Khan. The newspapers blew it all out of proportion.
I know.
Of course you know. Everybody knows. I hate the press.
Has the little man mentioned it to you?
Oh, you just bet he has. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was joking. So I said teasingly, "Are you jealous, darling?" He didn't answer me. Wallace, it wasn't an affair. It was just a lark. You know. Do you think my little man could be keen on someone else?
Well, he hasn't turned against you. I know he wouldn't do that.
Wallace, I'm going up to the fort this weekend. It's Easter weekend. Would you and Ernest come up? It might help my cause.
What in the world is that?
I'm sure I don't know. He's got this new chef from Bulgaria. It could be almost anything. It looks positively glutinous. Ernest, Benny wants to know what this is.
Ask Wallace. She knows.
What?
What's this dish?
Oh, that is spiced stewed okra. Bacon, onion, green pepper, carrots, tomato, and okra, and a little crushed chili powder. It's a southern dish, not Baltimore, deep south. The chef and I prepared it.
Oh, it does look intriguing.
Oh, come on, Connie. Don't be faint-hearted. Try some.
Maybe later, darling.
No one wants to try my okra recipe, sir.
Well, I'm gonna have some.
But you don't like spicy food, sir.
I like anything Wallace makes. Take my word for it. She's a superb cook.
David, use your fork. Shame on you.
Outside St. George's Chapel on this late afternoon, a procession of people stretches for more than a mile, waiting to pay their last respects to England's former monarch, Edward VIII. Meanwhile, his widow, the Duchess of Windsor, remains inside Buckingham Palace. Little has been seen of her since her arrival, but all people's hearts go out to her in this moment of national grief. Here we see the majestic tableau. The coffin resting on a catafalque, covered in the personal standard of the Prince of Wales. 4 members of the household cavalry stand guard at each corner, plumed heads bowed, swords reversed. It is a sight that catches at the heart as we view the last sight of our once beloved Prince of Wales.
Lovely, Sir Thomas. And now, if you're not too tired, give us a little Mozart.
My good woman, I've been playing Mozart all evening.
Have you? And to think I didn't recognize it. I must have that piano tune tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Thomas says that the piano is desperately out of tune, so we'll all go and have some refreshments.
Emerald pretends to be empty-headed, but watch out. Sometimes she thinks she's the Prime Minister. She knows more than all the politicians put together. When Cunard brought her over here from America as a young bride, 'tis said that she caught the eye of my grandfather, King Edward, and consequently knows where all the bodies are buried.
I know. I feel like a schoolgirl when I'm with her.
You look beautiful.
David, I was overwhelmed when I opened the case. And the earrings, too. I never dreamed of such things.
This is just the beginning.
Thank you. Good night.
Ernest, I'm sorry. I was having so much fun, I didn't notice the time.
You never do.
David's invited us to go on holiday in the south of France next week. He's taken a villa, and it overlooks the sea. And we may go on a short cruise on a friend's yacht.
Have you forgotten Aunt Bessie's coming in 3 days?
David invited her, too. I told him all about Aunt Bessie. He thinks she's going to be the life of the party. And there'll be 5 other guests. Oh, Ernest, don't you see? It's like a dream come true.
Your dream, not mine.
But it's like an enchanted world. His slightest whim becomes reality. Best trains wait for him. Hotels reserve the best suites. Yachts, airplanes. Just name it. Sometimes I can't believe that I'm a part of it. I feel like I've stepped behind the looking glass.
Wallace in Wonderland.
That's not funny.
It certainly isn't.
Well, are you coming or not?
You've known for a long time I have to be in New York on business next week, so why pretend I'm invited? I'm not invited at all. You never intended for me to come.
I thought you could cancel it.
Well, I can't, and you knew that too. Why is it every time he raids the crown jewels, our insurance goes up? I suppose it would be pointless for me to ask you to decline the trip and stay home.
Yes, it would. Why should you begrudge Aunt Bessie and me such an exciting time? I have no intention of missing it. Mr. Lou, get off my bed.
Come on, Mr. Lou. It seems you and I are in the same boat.
Where you going, dear?
Well, David and I are taking the motorboat over to that cute little beach we saw yesterday. Then dinner and dancing at the bistro in town.
Foot get hot. Watch the sun, if it stays out. Take a parasol.
Aunt Bessie, that's old-fashioned.
I have sun cream, see?
Sit down, dear. Now, Bessie Wallace, you know what? Does he take him everywhere he goes?
Just about.
What I want to say is this. You know, I'm no prude about modern morality. I may use a parasol, but I'm no fuddy-duddy.
You're the best chaperone in the world.
If I were, I'd take you back home right now. You know I love you, but I can see what's happening. You're moving into dangerous waters, Bessie Wallace.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Do you? The newspapers at home are full of stories about Mrs. Wallace Simpson and the prince.
They are?
All right. I was going to show you this, but now I will. Don't be upset when you see it.
Upset? This is exciting. Except I don't like that picture of me.
Oh, Bessie Wallace, don't be so selfish. There's a picture of Ernest, too. Read what it says. I regret I have but one wife to lay down for my king.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine what he must feel? I'm only glad your mother isn't alive to see what you're doing to your marriage.
Oh, Aunt Bessie, what can I do? I love David so. And I love Ernest too, and in a totally different way.
He's coming. Put a smile on your face. Men don't like women who blubber and carry on.
You sounded just like Mother then.
Oh, good man. Caviar, grouse, and champagne.
Oh, it's not exactly a depression lunch, is it, sir?
Well, sir, I told my niece to take a parasol with her, and she called me old-fashioned. What do you say to that, sir?
I'd say your Aunt Bessie was right. Use it. With the imperial compliments of His Majesty the Emperor of Japan.
Why, it's much too beautiful to use. It's so fragile.
Then I'll ask him for another dozen.
What are you thinking?
How happy I am. How miserable.
So am I. Darling, I find myself loving you more and more and more. So much so, it's now becoming obvious to me that I cannot live without you. This business of my ruling should be the all and everything of life to me. But now, you are. Is that so wrong?
David, what are we going to do?
Your Royal Highness.
It's from my mother. I think you ought to hear it. I think you ought to know that Papa is not very well. While I myself do not consider the danger immediate, the physician is not too pleased with Papa's state at the present moment. I think I ought to go to him.
David, I'm scared.
I know. So am I.
When you become king, what happens to us?
Maybe this is a false alarm. I'll telephone the moment I know something. Leave word where you're going to be. I've got to know how to reach you.
Lawson Johnston residence? Mrs. Simpson? And who may I say is calling?
You really didn't like it?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, Mrs. Simpson. His Royal Highness is on the telephone.
Excuse me, darlings. David? Oh, David. I'm so very sorry. Yes, I know. My darling, I know. But I don't see how. I know. Yes, I'll wait for your call. David is now king.
Whereas it hath pleased Almighty God to call to his mercy our late sovereign Lord King George V, of blessed and glorious memory, by whose decease...
It was sweet of the Prince to provide a room for us to watch the proclamation ceremony.
It's not Prince anymore, dear. He's our king now.
Oh, fiddle, so he is. Just think, we're actually seeing a new British king proclaimed. How often does that happen in a lifetime? The last time was 1910. Wallace, please do thank him for us.
I will, Betty.
Oh, sir.
Excuse me. The thought occurred to me that I might like to see myself proclaimed king. So I said to myself, Your Majesty, why not join the audience?
and all other his late majesty's dominion is solely and rightfully come to the high and mighty Prince Edward, Albert, George, Andrew, Catherine, David. Therefore, the Lord Spiritual and Temporal of this realm, being here assisted with these of his late majesty's privy council...
Why not join my darling is what I really said to myself.
All this suddenly brings home to me how different your life is going to be from now on. David, you must know it can never be the same for us.
Nothing is going to change my feelings for you. I shall hold on to you now more than ever.
I know you believe that, and I love you for believing it, but...
If I were king, our love, if I were king, what tributary nations I would bring to stoop before your scepter and to swear allegiance to your eyes, your lips, your hair. And you should have the sun and moon to wear. If I were king.
Good day, Mom.
Good day, Hughes. Hello.
Hello.
You might have told me you were arriving.
Why?
I'd have come to meet you.
Oh, that's all right. Don't trouble yourself.
Oh, Ernest, don't. It would have been no trouble.
How have you been?
Keeping my feet on the ground isn't easy.
Still Wallace in Wonderland. You're in all the papers back in the States, you and David. They're positively eating you up. Code of silence can't last much longer here, though, now that he's king. Question is, what's he going to do with you?
I don't know.
He's not the kind of man who'll marry without love, and he can't marry you and stay king.
Well, we haven't discussed marriage. We can. I'm not free, and he certainly isn't. I suppose things will have to stay the same.
What makes either of you think I'm willing to continue playing the compliant husband?
If he hadn't been a king, would you have tolerated him? I've often wondered.
No, I wouldn't.
I know what'll happen. I'll be left alone without either of you. Spend the rest of my days among the Spencers of Baltimore.
The Right Honourable Stanley Baldwin and Mrs. Baldwin, Colonel Charles Lindbergh and Miss Peggy Smythe, Sir Archibald Crompton and Lady Crompton, Sir Charles and Lady Mills, Viscount Stanhope and Lady Stanhope, Sir Lester Percival, Sir Peter Crawford.
I can hardly say the King's keeping her under wraps. I can't wait to see the Prime Minister's face when she's introduced to him.
Baldwin's a bore, doing good to be shaken up.
She's very stylish, I admit, but I can't say I care for those plucked eyebrows.
She's certainly acquired some jewelry lately. Unfortunately, that diamond and sapphire set she's wearing, it looks like costume jewelry.
She's getting royaler and royaler.
And here lass is getting commoner and commoner.
I want it to be said of me that I never sent a single Englishman to die on a foreign battlefield.
But, Prime Minister, I've just come from Germany. Hitler's air power is growing rapidly. Already it's vastly superior to Britain's. How can you avoid the inevitable?
That is a problem for my successor. Your Majesty.
Sir. Prime Minister. Colonel Lindbergh. May I introduce Mrs. Simpson?
Mrs. Simpson?
Shall we?
Why am I here? Baldwin detests me.
It had to be done. Sooner or later, my Prime Minister had to meet my future wife.
Wife? Is this a proposal? How could you marry me and stay king?
Rest assured, I shall manage it and stay king.
What shall I be if you marry me?
Well, what do you think?
Wouldn't that be swell?
My darling, swell would be the understatement of the century.
Mr. Baldwin, have you ever been to Baltimore?
No, I think not.
I thank Your Majesty for a pleasant evening. Good night, Mrs. Baldwin.
Good night, sir.
Is that all that you have to say to me, Mr. Baldwin? I think I should say that I am sharply aware of Mrs. Simpson, sir, but nothing was to be gained by forcing this meeting. The lady is my friend. I've no wish to let her in by the back door, but quite openly. And I will do it. We shall see, sir. I should like to marry Wallis. She must petition for divorce.
May I ask, sir, how in the hell you intend to carry this off? She'll be twice divorced.
We'll get through somehow. Did you think that I would go to the coronation without Wallis at my side?
The country will never allow it.
Well, we'll see about that.
They'll crucify her. And you too.
Before that happens, we'll go our own way. With me, Wallis comes first. The throne is secondary.
My God. I really think you mean it.
Life is a tease. Joy is the shadow of sorrow, sorrow the shadow of joy.
Yes, Winston, I know, but how does that apply to Mrs. Simpson?
Sir, a prince may have his fun and Lord love him for it. A king must be king.
That is precisely what I intend to be.
But this impending divorce action of your friend, well, in the crucial period before your coronation, I'm against her divorce proceedings. If only you would speak with her and take some more time for reflection.
It wouldn't be right for me to influence her to stop the proceedings.
Sir, I'm no fool. She has a solicitor with ties to the king handling her divorce, which will no doubt be made final shortly before your coronation. People are saying you are behind it. And you know what our press will make of it once their muzzle is removed? They'll call it a sham divorce.
Yes, sir. I brought the morning tea to Mr. Simpson, as requested. And the woman who was not Mrs. Simpson was with him. In a double bed.
Thank you, Mr. Brewster. That will be all. My lord, on the basis of this evidence, I now ask for a decree nisi with costs against the respondent.
Well, I suppose I must come to the conclusion that there was adultery in this case.
I assume what your lordship has in mind.
How do you know what's in my mind? What is it that I have in my mind, Mr. Burkitt?
I think with great difference what may be in your lordship's mind is what is known as ordinary hotel evidence.
That's what it must have been, Mr. Burkitt. Yes, I'm glad for your help. Costs against the respondent, I'm afraid. I suppose I must in these unusual circumstances.
A decree nisi is granted to Mrs. Simpson.
Mr. Baldwin, throne or no throne, I do intend to marry Mrs. Simpson as soon as she is free to marry.
Sir, that is most grievous news.
Why? Why should a king be denied the privilege of marrying the woman that he loves?
Your people love you. Why should they be denied their king? Love is for grocers, sir, not kings. Should not your country come first?
No. And again, no. And no again.
Your Majesty, look at these American newspapers. Mrs. Simpson to wed in palace. King's Mole to be next queen.
Mr. Baldwin, if there is to be no marriage, then there will be no coronation. If the country will not approve of our marriage, then I am ready to go. However painful the prospect, I shall, if necessary, abdicate.
What'd the Prime Minister say?
That my divorce was a fraud, the old buzzard.
Well, wasn't it? I hear the other woman in the case was called Buttercup Kennedy. Oh, Buttercup Kennedy, indeed.
I just overheard David threaten to give up the throne to marry me. It terrifies me to hear him say that. If he doesn't fight for me, my position will be hopeless.
Not hopeless where you and David are concerned. If it's David you want, it's David you can have. What position are you talking about? Does little Bessie Wallace from Baltimore want to be Queen of England?
No, I do not want to be queen.
Oh, yes, you do. I know what's going on in that head of yours. You always have a plan. Wouldn't you just love that?
Who wouldn't?
And you see it slipping away from you.
That's not fair. I love David.
Do you love David the man or David the king?
Both.
I suggested your morganatic marriage idea to him.
What's that, sir?
That's where I would remain king, and Wallis would become my morganatic wife. That is to say that she would not share the royal rank, that she would not be called queen, and our children would not inherit the throne. Of course, as my wife, she would be the most socially powerful woman in the British Empire. Morganatic marriages are quite common in other European countries, but it's never been done here. In fact, a special law would have to be passed allowing it. Then I'm sure, in time, we could press for the full title of Queen. It's really a very good solution to our problems, and Wallis thought of it all by herself.
Oh, did she?
What did he say?
That you'd have to take it to the cabinet.
Why didn't I just leave the country, give it time to die down, then return when that damn crown is firmly placed? What could they do then?
No. I'll not pretend that I'm giving you up. I'll not take the oath with a lie on my lips.
Well, David, this is a pretty kettle of fish.
I'm sorry, Mother, but Wallis Simpson has become an indispensable condition to my continued existence.
A divorced woman with 2 husbands living is an indispensable condition to your continued existence. I would hardly say she'd be a suitable mate for a king.
That is for me to decide, and me alone. If I could marry her as king, I would be a better king. If that is not allowed me, then would you have me go through life without love?
I implore you, David, We all have to make sacrifices. I have. It will seem inconceivable to those who fought during the war that you, as their king, refused a lesser sacrifice. Your first duty is to your people. You must be strong.
No, ma'am. You want me to be weak.
Your mother's right. You've lost sight of your responsibility. The only possibility of your Majesty remaining on the throne lies in your giving up all thoughts of this marriage.
Winston, I thought you were my friend.
Sir, you are guardian of the monarchy, of its traditions, of its very continuance. Above all, you're defender of the faith, head of the Church of England. A high and sacred trust, I tell you. Your people will not countenance it.
Just because she's an American woman?
No, because she's a divorced American woman with 2 live husbands littered about.
What Winston forecast yesterday has come to pass. The cabinet has rejected the morganatic marriage idea. I am expected to make a sacrifice that no one else in the entire kingdom has to make. And why? Noble tradition, devotion to the people. Martyrdom's a fraud, Wallace. And the ship of state, just some creaking old tub that can sail on bloody well without me. I'm not giving you up. And that's that.
You must think of a way, David. A way that'll save you the throne. You can't just give it up. We can work out our lives around it. We have until now, haven't we?
There's something else that Winston told me yesterday. The Beaverbrook told him. I didn't tell you because the British newspapers are coming out with this story tomorrow morning. I can't stop them any longer. They're going to blame you.
I see. Then I think the best thing is for me to leave the country immediately.
My darling.
I don't want to, but I think I must for your sake, David. I don't see any other way. All right. But you mustn't give up the throne. Promise me.
I promise that what I do will be right for me, and therefore right for you, and therefore right for all. Now look, Brownlow, you'll change to the Buick on the ferry.
Understood, sir.
I'm going to be lonely again, Aunt Bessie. For a good long time, I'm afraid. I'm going to miss you. I put you through so much, I'm sorry.
There are always blessings in these things.
Name one.
Well, you put Baltimore on the map.
I love you, Aunt Bee.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how all this will end, but I do know that we shall be together again. Will you wait for me?
I'll wait for you.
Whatever happens, I shall never give you up.
Wallace? Wallace, wake up.
Perry.
Look, I'm most frightfully sorry, but I've overslept. We'd better get going. With any luck, we'll be in Cannes by late afternoon.
Where are we now?
Don't you remember? We're in Rouen. It's a little hotel. We're registered as Mr. and Mrs. Harrison. Don't worry, the hotel clerk didn't recognize you.
Let me splash some cold water on my face. I'll be ready in a minute.
You've broken my camera!
Mr. Evans, why did you do that?
I'm under the King's orders, ma'am. Some of my more excitable countrymen have made threats against your life. For all I know, there could have been a pistol in that camera.
Threats?
Yes, they're afraid you'll take away their king.
So, they'll be watching the main road, so I'm taking a roundabout course to the south.
Good man.
Do you mean they hate me so much
Now
that
relax, you're safe here.
Why do you think they rejected the idea of the morganatic marriage?
They never want the remotest possibility of ever having to address you as Your Royal Highness.
George, you've got to find me a telephone. I don't care where it is, just find one.
David, listen, we should not even consider the marriage for at least a year. It's causing too many problems. Go through with the coronation. Take one thing at a time. What? On no account are you to step down. You must get advice. Talk to Winston. Just don't do anything foolish. I can't hear you. You can't hear me? David? David? Operator? Operator? You've cut me off.
Welcome, dear Wallace. Heather, darling.
Wallace?
David, I'm at my wit's end.
I know. This has been a dreadful ordeal for you.
David, I've got to get away from all this. I'm going away. I've decided it's no good.
I'd only follow you. Don't you see? I need you desperately. I will not live without you.
You've got to. David, there's no other way. You're king.
Wallace, I can't seem to make you understand. It's all over. The instrument of abdication has already been prepared. Wallace! The only condition on which I could stay here now would be if I renounced you for all time. And that, of course, I cannot do. The cabinet has met twice today, and I have given them my final word. I shall be gone from England within 18 hours. Wallace! Wallace!
This is Windsor Castle. Ladies and gentlemen,
His Royal Highness, the Prince Edward.
At long last, I am able to say a few words of my own. A few hours ago, I discharged my last duty as King and Emperor. And now that I have been succeeded by my brother, the Duke of York, my first words must be to declare my allegiance to him. This I do with all my heart. But you must believe me when I tell you that I have found it impossible to carry the heavy burden of responsibility and to discharge my duties as king as I would wish to do without the help and support of the woman I love. And I want you to know that the decision I have made has been mine and mine alone. This was a thing I had to judge entirely for myself. The other person most nearly concerned has tried up to the last to persuade me to take a different course. I have made this the most serious decision of my life, only upon a single thought of what would, in the end, be best for all. And now, we all have a new king. I wish him and you, his people, happiness and prosperity with all my heart. God bless you all. God save the king.
If any man can show just cause, why this man and this woman may not lawfully be joined together, let him now speak, or else hereafter forever hold his peace. In the name of the law, I declare you united in the bonds of marriage. Of course, I'll inscribe your prayer book, my dear. Let's see. What shall I write? The Duchess of Windsor?
No. Inscribe to Her Royal Highness. For that is what you shall always be to me.
Such a perfect day. I hope it doesn't rain and spoil everything.
Well, now, I thought that you liked to walk in the rain.
I was lying.
Aunt Bessie?
Yes? It's David the man.
My friend, with thee to live alone, methinks were better than to own a crown, a scepter, and a throne.